Hey there, Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome back once again. So today's topic is gonna be about stocks and if they're permissible. I know a lot of people are going crazy looking at their friends and their colleagues making a lot of money through the stock market right now because after the COVID crash, everything's going back up and people are riding that curve back up. And you're like, can we invest in stocks? My uncle said it's all gambling. He's lost $20,000 or XYZ. Yes, stocks are permissible. I said it. Uh, stocks are permissible. And I know it's a very taboo conversation to have, especially within our community, and our parents and our family members do not really want to talk about this because they know somebody that's lost $10,000, $20,000 or $5,000 or something like that, and they think it's gambling. It's not gambling. If I can say this, I have a degree in finance and I'm studying a lot in Islamic finance. So um, it's not gambling at all. You can invest in stocks, but you have to be careful in which stocks you're investing in because there are filters that you have to go through. So I think maybe in the future I'll show you guys how you guys can find permissible stocks and stuff like that. There's an entire process that you have to follow, and I'll probably try to provide some of these stocks as a list to people. So I mean, you know what? Actually, if you want a list of permissible stocks that I can kind of send to you guys like in a big list, and you guys can do your own research on, and if you want to invest in them or not. Um, Fill out that form in the Google form down in the description below, and whoever fills out that form, I'll send you guys a list or PDF of all these stocks that are permissible um, after I do my analysis and stuff like that. So yes, they are permissible. So now I think a lot of people don't know what stocks themselves are. Stocks, in essence, is buying equity of a company and a very tiny bit of it. So it could be anywhere between 0.001% of the company to, like, if it's a more recent company and they're releasing less stocks and less percentage, then you buy less percentage of it, obviously. So it's like, for example, it's like buying into any company even around you. So let's just say you go outside of your house and you see that corner business and say, and the corner business is looking for investors. You go to you go to that restaurant or that corner business. We'll make it a restaurant, okay? Because it's food and I like food. So you go to that corner restaurant and you go and talk to the owner and say, "Hey, I am an investor. I have money I can put down. How much are you looking for, and what does this mean? And how much am I gonna get? What's my potential earnings?" So these are the type of questions that you would ask similarly with stocks. So you go to you go check out the stock, you see what the business is, and you see if it's permissible or not. You go to the restaurant, you ask the owner, "Hey, what do you guys sell here? Is everything here sold permissible?" Yes, they sell baklava, and they sell chicken tandoori legs, and they sell all these Malaysian food. So everything that's halal, right? And so you're like, okay, perfect. How much you guys need? Like $500 for 1% of the entire company, and you will make 5%. And you'll make your you'll get 1% worth of profits at the ending of the day at year end or month end or quarterly or semi-annually. So this is where same thing what you'll do with stocks. You'll go and you'll see if the stock has dividends, or if the stock is has permissible stuff on it, and then you'll have to do another filter, which is checking out how much interest it pays, because you can't really invest in something that has interest because you own it. Then just like you would own that restaurant, you would own a stock, you would own that company, just a tiny bit of it, but you'll still own that company. So the next question you'll ask to the restaurant owners, "Oh, do you guys have debt?" And the company owner will be like, "Yes, and we pay X amount of interest on it." And you'll be like, "Okay, no, I can't get into it because then I own the restaurant, and then that means we as a whole are paying towards that interest-based debt." So you can say no. Or if the owner says, "Yeah, no, we do not have any loans. We're solely owned and we're running without any debt," then you can be like, "Okay, perfect. No interest. We can get into it." So that's where the other filter comes in, is if checking for debt or not. And according to the Islamic regulatory rules, they allow 30% now. So now, kind of summarize this whole thing. It's you buying into a company. You own that company, and that's why you have to make sure that the company doesn't do anything that's not permissible, and it has no debt, which is paying interest on it, and it's you do. And then after you find out all this stuff, you have to do your analysis in regards to, is this a good buy? For example, if you're just gonna put your money into the stock market and not think about what you're buying in regards to economic growth, the fundamentals of it, the technicals of it. I may even make another video of how to do technical and fundamental analysis, and that could be a little bit later, but this is focusing on if it's halal or not. And if you don't do these analysis about, is it really going to grow in the market? What if the future of the market is all about lithium batteries and you're now investing in, God knows what type of batteries? Then that you're not going to be making much money. Rather, you might be even going into a loss. As a whole, you can invest in stocks, but you just got to make sure they're the right stocks and they're permissible. They're Sharia compliant stocks, and you've done your research in regards to will the stock go up or down, right? And will I make profits off of it? And is it something that's a good business or not? Just like you would have done with any business if you invested personally, right? If you see a restaurant's not functioning properly, the restaurant's selling food that's has rats in it or cockroaches in it, you're not going to invest in it. Just like that, when you go to invest stocks, you need to make sure you do enough research about that business or that company that you can comfortably say, okay, it seems like they're making the future products, they're doing good quality work, and according to their balance sheets and the financial statements, they're gonna perform well in the future, i.e. doing the analysis, technical and fundamental analysis. So yes, stop listening to that uncle. I wouldn't say stop listening, that's not right. Sorry, uncles. Tell that uncle that they need to maybe learn a little bit more about the market. Maybe watch this video, because share this with them and tell so they can see that it is permissible to invest in stocks, because you're just buying equity. You're buying into a business. You just got to make sure that whatever equity you're buying into is actually permissible by Sharia, by the Islamic regulations. And that's it. That's the only difference. And you can invest in it, you can make some money, and kind of tell that uncle that they can also make money, and do not make this a taboo topic in the household, because this is where financial growth and financial freedom comes from, is by investing and trading and knowing what you're investing and trading in. And holding it for the long run. That's another topic. We'll get into that when it comes to the analysis time. Hope that helped you out. Again, if you did, share with people. If you think I missed something, let me know. I'll be more than happy to clarify myself. If there's any other topics that you want me to cover, do let me know. In the meantime, subscribe, share, like, hit that bell notification icon. Follow me on my other social medias. And yeah, thanks a lot for your time. Take care. Assalamu alaikum. Bye-bye. In the meantime, do subscribe, like, share, hit that bell icon for notifications. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram for more content. I'll be uploading more stuff in all of these social media websites. Thanks. Take care. Salam. Bye.